Three new male accusers now say Sean Diddy Combs them, according to civil lawsuits filed today in New York. The lawsuits filed anonymously allege a pattern of conduct similar to what other Combs accusers have alleged, saying that Combs would invite them for a meeting, they would have a drink, get woozy, and then wake up to Combs.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I would object to going forward anyway right now without the elected county prosecutor who's on this case.
But she chose not to be here.
That's not accurate, Judge.
Okay, okay, your objection's noted.
We had a phone status conference 2 weeks ago in which Ms. Schiff will...
Your objection is noted. Okay?
I'm not going to participate in this proceeding without the elected county prosecutor. I think this is a sham that you're going forward. When the court was...
You're going to say...
them. Combs' attorneys calling the new accusations lies, denying Combs ever assaulted anyone.
We made a bail appeal to Judge Carter. It did not go...
Diddy's attorney started shouting in the courtroom as three more accusers stepped forward with shocking allegations against Diddy. Sean Diddy Combs, the music mogul and entrepreneur, is now facing lawsuits from three men who claim they were by him, adding to the growing list of controversies surrounding his name. From his public outbursts to the serious accusations piling up, let's break down all the major allegations against him in this unfolding saga.
The attorney for these three that I just detailed is Thomas Gifford.
Get the power back. Abuse, sexual assault is about one thing: taking power, humiliating, demeaning a person and a victim. It has nothing to do with sex. And so I think it's important. I think it's important to get the word out. I think it's important for men to feel, hey, look, I can come out and be heard just like a woman could.
And the defense that, look, they knew what they were getting into. These are regrets. They went there, they partied, and now they see a pocket.
No, I don't think so. One, my client
Were
was...
they gay men?
One was bisexual, the other ones were not. And
Three men have come forward anonymously to accuse Sean Diddy Combs of assault, filing new cases in New York on Thursday. These allegations add to an already staggering list of accusations of violence and conduct against the rapper and businessman. The claims detail shocking incidents that have sent ripples through the music industry and beyond, tarnishing the once celebrated mogul's reputation.
We're here today to answer any questions for three lawsuits we filed against Sean Combs. All of these cases involve men. The facts of the cases are all dramatically similar. They all involved drugging of these victims by Sean Combs and others, and following threats to the safety of each one of these victims. And we're here to obtain some justice for these people for events that have been traumatizing them ever since.
While Combs has publicly denied all allegations, the cases against him continue to mount, painting a troubling picture of abuse and exploitation. As the legal battles intensify, Combs now sits in jail, awaiting trial on a separate federal sex trafficking indictment, which has brought even more scrutiny to his actions and past behavior. These latest allegations are yet another chapter in a growing storm of controversy surrounding one of the most influential figures in hip-hop history, raising questions about power, accountability, and the deep shadows of the entertainment industry. Three anonymous individuals, identified as John Does, have filed lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs in New York State Supreme Court, all represented by attorney Thomas Gifford. The lawsuits detail harrowing incidents alleged to have occurred between 2019 and 2022. According to the claims, the accusers say they were drugged and rendered unconscious before being sexually assaulted by Combs. These shocking allegations add another layer of gravity to the legal challenges already facing the music mogul. In response, representatives for Combs have categorically denied the accusations, calling the lawsuits full of lies and maintaining his innocence. Despite the denials, these new cases have intensified public and legal scrutiny on Combs, as the alleged incidents point to a disturbing pattern of abuse that could have far-reaching implications for his career and legacy. The timeline of allegations against Combs continues to grow. On October 28th, Busby filed 2 lawsuits in New York Supreme Court. Prior to that, on October 20th, 7 lawsuits were filed on behalf of unnamed plaintiffs, alleging various instances of sexual misconduct. On October 15th, a separate lawsuit was filed in a California federal court by a woman named Ashley Parham. She claims she was violently gang Combs and accomplices in 2018 after confronting him during a FaceTime call about his alleged involvement in the 1996 killing of Tupac Shakur. Karam alleges that her confrontation led to retaliation, which culminated in the assault.
These aren't the first men to accuse Sean Combs, but they are coming forward as a trio filed by a plaintiff's attorney named Thomas Giuffre, who says he had more than 60 people come to him to ask about suing Sean Combs, and he only filed these three that he says he was able to vet. He says they followed a pattern of people coming into Sean Combs's orbit in one way or another, being plied with a spiked alcoholic drink, and then waking up to having Combs.
These mounting lawsuits and accusations have placed Combs at the center of a legal and media storm, raising serious questions about his past behavior, the abuse of power, and the potential fallout for one of the entertainment industry's biggest names.
The day on Wednesday. It reads, the court has evaluated each of the factors that it must consider under the relevant law. 1, nature and circumstances of the offense charged. 2, weight of the evidence against the person. 3, history and characteristics of the person. And 4, nature and seriousness of the danger that would be posed by the person's release. And it also says that the court has also reviewed the information submitted by Combs and the government across all 3 bail hearings in this case. As you remember, Sean Combs was denied bail both by a magistrate judge and a district court judge. Judge Subramanian writes, the court finds that the government has shown by clear and convincing evidence, so that's the standard, that no condition or combination of conditions will reasonably assure the safety of the community. In support of this finding, the court provides the following reasons.
Sean Diddy Combs faces an escalating series of allegations, including a lawsuit from a woman identified as Jane Doe, who accuses him of drugging her on multiple occasions. Jane Doe further alleges she became pregnant after one of the and is seeking undisclosed damages, according to the Associated Press. This case adds to the mounting legal challenges against Combs as more victims continue to come forward with claims of abuse and misconduct. Things have taken a turn for the worse for Diddy as evidence continues to flood in, with more individuals coming forward to share their experiences involving the music mogul. Meanwhile, the accuser's lawyer has expressed confidence that Diddy's chances of avoiding a life sentence are slim to none, intensifying the pressure surrounding his case.
But I have all the confidence in the world and the federal court in the state of New York that they will remain keeping Diddy under no bond and that all of the victims in this case will be able to proceed.
The prosecutor revealed key details about what led to Diddy's indictment, including the evidence found during a search of his home. This evidence, coupled with growing accusations, has strengthened the case against him, leading to increased confidence from the accuser's lawyer. Meanwhile, the sudden departure of Diddy's own lawyer reflects the mounting pressure and the weight of the evidence against him, which is stacking up quickly.
During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large-capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims. And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs, more than 1,000 bottles altogether.
New evidence has emerged, linking Diddy to some of the most disturbing deaths in the music industry. This revelation may explain why Diddy's lawyer abruptly quit acknowledging the overwhelming weight of the accusations. The situation escalated with the testimony of Courtney Burgess, a former associate of Diddy's late ex-girlfriend Kim Porter. Burgess claims to possess flash drives with explosive evidence, which could be the breakthrough the prosecution has been waiting for, potentially changing the course of the case. Lord Jamar also shed light on the individuals behind the scenes in Hollywood, revealing that some powerful figures, particularly those from the LGBTQ community, have been manipulating the industry. He explained that these individuals often push their own agendas, requiring others to align with their values and preferences in order to gain success. Jamar further suggested that Diddy, whom he referred to as Puffy, is one of these influential figures, alleging that he is part of a so-called gay mafia operating within the entertainment industry. These revelations contribute to the ongoing conversation about power dynamics and hidden forces in Hollywood. Diddy's rise to power in the music industry was largely driven by his strategic connections and his ability to leverage influence whenever necessary. If Diddy didn't approve of someone, it was almost certain that their career would stall before it even had a chance to take off. Industry insiders, including Freddie P., have confirmed these claims, revealing how Diddy used his power to control and manipulate the careers of new talent. Freddie P. even named Rick Ross and DJ Khaled as accomplices who helped Diddy exert pressure on aspiring artists, ensuring they complied with his demands in exchange for career opportunities.
What do I owe the pleasure? What do I owe the pleasure? The last time we been together?
Come on, man. Khaled, Ross, all these niggas ain't never did a song with me. These the same niggas. When I first came back, Ross, I seen a nigga in the club, all white suit. Nigga stopped me going to the bathroom. Yo, what's up? Nigga love you, boy. Who show big love. This before he was...
In his statement, Freddie P. reflected on his interactions with Rick Ross, mentioning a moment when Ross, wearing an all-white suit, approached him at a club. Freddie recalled Ross greeting him warmly, showing big love, before he became closely associated with certain powerful circles. He emphasized that many individuals in the industry, like Ross, gain their wealth not necessarily from record sales but through resources and connections. Freddie suggested that while Ross had the fame and success, some of these figures profited largely from their networks rather than musical achievements, pointing out the discrepancy between their financial success and actual record sales. In a recent lawsuit filed by Houston-based attorney Tony Busby, serious allegations have been made against Sean Diddy Combs. The lawsuit claims that Diddy pressured and drugged teenagers and minors into performing certain acts. It is also alleged that Diddy used his industry connections to intimidate the minors, often coercing them through threats of violence. These accusations contribute to the growing concerns surrounding Diddy's actions within the entertainment industry.
Minor.
Attorney Tony Busby has made alarming claims in the lawsuit, describing an incident where a female minor was drugged and taken to a private room during a party in New York City, allegedly in the presence of Sean Diddy Combs. According to the lawsuit, the minor was raped and others at the party took turns assaulting her. Additionally, another individual, 26 at the time, was reportedly picked up by Diddy and several others in a black SUV from the airport. After being given a drink in the vehicle, the individual woke up in an entirely different situation, suggesting they too had been drugged. Allegedly, a network of predators was involved alongside Diddy in the abuse of minors. With the recent indictment against Diddy, all of his co-conspirators are expected to be brought to light. The high stakes and explosive nature of the case have led to an unusual decision. The trial will be open to the public. This move promises to expose these hidden figures and reveal the secrets they've kept hidden for so long, shedding light on the darker side of the entertainment industry.
People in these lawsuits, we're not going to do it in interviews. Very hurtful, frankly, if they are true. But if they're true, you shouldn't have been in the room and you shouldn't have been participating. So I anticipate that we're going to start filing lawsuits, and it may not be big names at first, but we have a long list of names, and you might imagine in situations like this that when a victim tells us that this person was in the room or this person participated, we want to do as much due diligence as humanly possible before we file that case, because in the United States, in almost every state, public filings are in fact public, and when you name somebody in a lawsuit, the press is going to pick it up, and we're aware of that. So we're going to make sure that we dot our I's and cross our T's, and I expect that there will be some people named in these lawsuits that will raise some eyebrows.
The implications of these allegations run deep, raising serious questions about the culture within Hollywood and the music industry. Was there always a pervasive couch-casting culture? And if so, why did so many remain silent for so long? Were some of the biggest names in Hollywood simply unaware of what was happening, or were they complicit in the abuse that took place? In an interview with Art of Dialogue, Diddy's former security guard, Gene Deal, revealed unsettling tactics that Diddy allegedly used to gain leverage over other celebrities. Deal suggested that Diddy may have even amassed blackmail material on those around him, further revealing the dark side of the entertainment world.
Movies, they not gonna come out and speak on nothing that has anything to do with them, and they praying that they not on the tape doing crazy stuff, being oiled up in the whole 9 yards. They praying. So until the feds say, hey, yo, listen here. We got you on, hey buddy, we got you on this tape, and girl looked like she was pretty young. We're not gonna show it, but we need you to come and testify against Brother Love, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs. that's when they're gonna start talking. And they're not gonna be talking in his favor. When the feds come to them and show them what they got on tape, because if he had 250 tapes all over, 250 cameras all over the house, somebody got caught stealing a cookie out the cookie jar. It could be your favorite pastor.
Jean Deal also shed light on the extent of Diddy's alleged control over others, revealing that Diddy had 250 cameras set up around his house, recording everything. Deal suggested that Diddy used this surveillance to gather compromising material on various individuals, from celebrities to influential figures. He pointed out that these people, unaware they were being watched, could include anyone from your favorite pastor to a prominent politician. Deal emphasized that Diddy, often referred to as Brother Love, played these manipulative games to gain power over those around him, always keeping a watchful eye on his associates.
It could be your favorite politician. But they didn't think they was being watched, and Brother Love was watching. So he always played those kind of up games on people. So to have those cameras and know what he was doing, it's gonna give him the ups on everybody who came to that party, even your favorite basketball player. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. We know who said that. He may be one of the persons who got caught up in the Diddy party.
LeBron said that, but yeah, you might be right. You know, it sounds like he had all them hidden cameras to use it against people.
I think that was said in the indictment, right? That was said in the indictment. You know, somebody, I think Dawn may have said that. I don't know for sure, and correct me if I'm wrong. He would, even if you didn't want to do something, he would tell the individual, well, I got you on tape doing it before. And the person would feel pressured in having to do something or come and do something at the party or be at the party because he already had him on tape right then and there. But what you think when you do it the second time? He's still gonna have you on tape.
As the date for Diddy's trial approaches, more and more celebrities are coming forward with shocking details about how Diddy allegedly operated his network. Recently, Courtney Burgess, a close friend of both Diddy and Jean Deal, testified in front of a federal jury against Diddy. Subpoenas have been issued to anyone who had contact with Diddy during the time of the alleged crimes. Additionally, Homeland Security has obtained 8 video files stored on 11 different flash drives, which reportedly show Diddy engaging in intimate relations with minors. These revelations continue to build the case against Diddy and add to the mounting pressure surrounding the trial.
Of what the witness says he saw on those tapes. So I asked him about that, and he answered what he could, given the limitations imposed on him after testifying before the grand jury. Out of those 8 videos, 8 celebrities, 6 men and 2 women, how many of those 8 celebrities were close to being underage or potentially underage?
2 males.
2 males. And of those 8 celebrities, how many of them were intoxicated or under the influence of drugs?
This is going to be all speculation. I just want to preface it by he wouldn't know if they were. Right.
Sure.
Appear to
Let
be.
me rephrase
Right.
it.
Based on, yes.
Understand. Out of the 8 celebrities.
The discussion emphasized concerns about the individuals involved in the recordings, particularly focusing on how many were close to being underage or potentially underage at the time. It also raised questions about whether any of the celebrities in the videos appeared to be intoxicated or under the influence of drugs. While the specifics remain speculative, the conversation aimed to shed light on the circumstances surrounding these incidents, with particular attention given to the condition of those recorded engaging with Sean Combs. The details of their state during these encounters continue to be a critical point of focus in the ongoing investigation.
Who were recorded having intimate relations with Sean Combs, how many of them appear to be either inebriated or intoxicated or under the influence?
All of them. All of them.
Out of those 8, how many appear to be potentially victimized? How many might have been victimizing?
I think all, to be honest, all.
were victims
They
or
victims.
were perpetrating?
Victims.
They were all 8 were victimized,
Yeah,
meaning
victim.
this was happening to them and they were inebriated.
Right. Not knowing, I guess, how much proof it was in it, what they was doing.
And of those 8, how many seemed to be potentially minors?
2 to 3, possibly 3.
As the trial looms, the public remains on edge, anticipating the release of more information and hoping for justice to be served. While the details of these accusations are disturbing, they highlight a larger, systemic issue within the entertainment industry, one that has often remained hidden from the public eye. What will be revealed in the coming months? How will these revelations change the landscape of Hollywood and the music industry? Only time will tell, but for now, the world watches closely as the search for truth unfolds. Stay tuned, as more details are sure to emerge and the implications of this case continue to ripple through the world of fame, power, and influence.